Being physically resistant is when you know that there's something. Being physically. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Hello, this is Vincent K. Harris, and you are watching Vince on Business, the place where ideas meets execution. And of course, today is Your Problem, My Solution Wednesday. Many times as an entrepreneur and small business owner, we resist change. So what do you do when you know you need to change something, yet resistance always creeps in and says, you know what, let's stay where we are? For most people, there are 4 types of resistance. Number 1, people are physically resistant. Being physically resistant is when someone knows something is promising or is beneficial to them, yet they never follow through and take action. Number 2, people are emotionally resistant. This is when not only do you have reservations, you're also concerned about failure as well as disappointment. Number 3, people are socially resistant. This is when not only you place pressure on yourself, but you know what? Society also places pressure on you as well as your business, and you really don't necessarily like to have that feeling. Then finally, more than the prior 3, people are mentally resistant. This is when people simply don't believe in their goals and their dreams enough to say, I want to make change. This brings me to the topic of today, which is why do people resist change even though they know those changes could help their business as well as their life at large? Psycho-Cybernetics, a book written by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, can shed a glimpse of light on people as it relates to their mindset and why they resist change. Dr. Maltz was a plastic surgeon, and what he found in his studies was when he had to do an amputation, people would still try to use the limb that he had amputated even long after the limb had been removed. So again, they were resisting change. Dr. Maltz also did a second study. What he found was when he did positive surgery and enhancements, people would also have the same effect. So even though something positive happened, where people's self-image should have been improved, guess what? It never changed because they had resistance. By the way, Dr. Maltz was the first person to come up with the theory that it takes 3 weeks to form a habit. So let's have a good toast to the good doctor. Dr. Maltz, Dr. Pepper for you, sir. That's good too. So as always, here are 3 steps you can use to get past resistance. Step number 1 is to have a date with your future. Now, of course, we've talked about this before, so if you need a video reminder or a refresher, just simply click right here. Or right there, or maybe right here. Just click on something. Now remember, you're focusing on a specific area for a specific day of the week. So what do you need to read, watch a video, or even listen to a podcast? Make sure you're very, very specific on the subject as well as the time of day. Step number 2 is to create an environment of change. One of the things I like to do is when I'm trying to create a new environment or a new mindset is that I welcome the environment. So start listening to a new audio or watching a new video consistently throughout the day, multiple times a day, so that you're creating a new environment for change mentally. So instead of singing in the shower, listen to an audio. Or instead of talking to someone while you're running on the treadmill, of course, listen to that same audio. Again, we're trying to create a new environment and we're trying to get rid of the resistance of change. The key to all of this is when you're developing a new core belief system in any area where you're resisting change, make sure you take advantage of every opportunity to reinforce that new core belief system. Step number 3 is to understand that genuine change involves emotion. Many times we only seek physical change, and erroneously, we leave out the emotional change that comes along with that. So avoid this by avoiding this error, and that is embrace not only the physical, but you also must embrace the emotional change. When you only embrace the physical change, things like a haircut, your business partner, or even your wardrobe, what happens is you limit yourself not only in your life, but in your business as well, and at best, it's only temporary growth. However, when change is made at the emotional level, growth begins to happen without a struggle regardless of what's going on, so it produces a change in the physical. The foundation for change really comes down to when you and I decide to tap into our emotional nature of change. This allows us to push away resistance and embrace a new environment. So when you start inside out, change flows naturally and begins to show on the outside. And of course, it produces a better life for you as well as a more profitable business. So for each of you who are dealing with resistance, that is my solution to your problem. But of course, I want to hear from you. Tell us how you resist change or get over the resistance of change, and head on over to vinceonbusiness.com to join the conversation. Did this video solve your problem? If so, subscribe to my channel and share it with your family, your friends, as well as your colleagues. And if you want even more resources and personal insight, head on over to vinceonbusiness.com and sign up for my email updates. And remember, you are two people, the person you are currently, as well as the person you are destined to become. And the goal in life is to get those two people to meet, because it's never too late to become what you should have been. Thanks for watching. Well, I feel like I'm gonna lean back. Lean back. Something is wrong. What is the problem here? What is the problem? Roll that beautiful bean footage.